Today was the day of reckoning for Mrs. Barlow and daughter Michelle in Kuala Lumpur. Just after 9 o'clock, Michelle was taken to Kuala Lumpur's forbidding Pudu prison to see her brother Kevin. He's one of 4,000 people crammed into an ancient jail originally designed to hold less than 1,000 inmates. Michelle was not prepared for the meeting, the first time she'd seen her brother in 3 years.
He was so glad to see me, and I just bawled my eyes out to start off with. And then he told me to stop crying because I'd get him crying, sort of thing. But he was so glad to see me, but he never really said much. He just sort of said things like, if they do hang me, you get my Walkman. And
Brian Chambers' mother Sue attended a Church of England service in Kuala Lumpur and was comforted by the minister before visiting her son at Pudu. It's been a tough 24 hours for the Barlows. Mrs. Barlow and Michelle were on board a Singapore Airlines 747, 35,000 feet over northern Australia when the Pardons Board made their decision. Australia knew of the ruling long before the Barlows arrived in Singapore. They were told by a member of the Australian High Commission in a small office at Changi Airport, only minutes before embarking on a connecting flight to Kuala Lumpur. At Kuala Lumpur, the pair were met by a barrage of media cameras, anxious to gauge her reaction to a decision she had learned less than an hour before. Brian Chambers' mother Sue had arrived in Kuala Lumpur shortly before the Barlows. She too had only just learned of her son's fate. Today, Mrs. Barlow said she was not surprised by the Pardons Board action and the decision had not really sunk in. She may visit her son Kevin in Pudu tomorrow.
I don't know what I can say to him. There's nothing I can say to him. All I can do is let him know that I know, and I'll always know, and I'll always believe that he's innocent. But what do you say to a son that you love dearly, that you've watched grow from a tiny baby into a man? And that man won't be with me next week.
Even after the events of the past 12 months, she's still clinging to a faint hope that perhaps Kevin may get a reprieve. Her brother Bill has sent a telegram to the Queen asking for her intervention.
He's appealed to the Queen. He said that he's asked for her help to try to overturn this verdict.
This morning's papers trumpeted headlines. No pardon for Aussies, Australian pair to hang. 36 people have been hanged in Pudu in recent years for drug trafficking. There's another 107 condemned men waiting for the rope, along with Barlow and Chambers. It's believed the relatives of both men will be informed 48 hours before the impending hanging. But the first anyone outside the jail will know the sentence has been carried out will be a small paragraph in the morning papers. Steve Whittam in Kuala Lumpur for 7 National News.